Jamaica is bracing for a direct hit from Hurricane Melissa, a Category 5 storm with sustained winds of 175 miles per hour. The most powerful hurricane in the Atlantic this year that some experts are calling the storm of the century. Authorities are warning that Melissa could cause catastrophic damage when it makes landfall later today on Jamaica's southwest coast near St. Elizabeth Parish, about 75 miles west of Kingston. Forecasters say that the storm's eye wall is already bringing extreme winds and torrential rain to parts of the island. Authorities have warned that conditions could lead to total structural failure in some areas, along with widespread power outages and flooding. Officials have issued evacuation orders for tens of thousands of people. But as of last night, only about 1,700 Jamaicans had moved into emergency shelters, far fewer than expected. The government says it's racing against time as the storm closes in. Across the region, Cuba has evacuated nearly 900,000 people from its eastern provinces. And the US Navy has pulled non-essential personnel from Guantanamo Bay and moved several warships out of the storm's path. Hurricane Melissa is forecast to remain an extremely dangerous hurricane as it moves through the Caribbean over the next few days, potentially impacting the Bahamas later this week, though it's not expected to reach the US mainland. Now we have Dr. KJ Ramesh, former DG of the Indian Met Department, now joining us on the broadcast. Dr. KJ Ramesh, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us here on News9. I'm going to begin with asking you about the cyclone Monta in the Bay of Bengal. It is making landfall in Kakinada. An extremely dangerous cyclone that we're talking about over here, although it comes in the season. And it is, the impact of the cyclone is likely to be severe in Kakinada, Krishna, and all those 7 districts. The government has, put a prohibition orders till 6 a.m. on Wednesday. Talk to us, how severe a storm is Cyclone Monta in the larger scheme of things?
See, it was moving from Chennai latitude towards landfall point all through the day. So yesterday whole night Tamil Nadu, particularly north of Pondicherry, south coastal Andhra Pradesh, Nellore, Ongole districts have received lot of rainfall till this morning. And since morning up to now, Vijayawada and Krishna district, Eluru districts have received a lot of rainfall during the day. About 10 to 12 centimeters of rainfall has happened in several districts along the coastal Andhra Pradesh. Now, since system has come closer from about 5:30 this afternoon, this evening, stronger winds started blowing onto the coastline from the sea because of the movement of this Motha cyclone. Now the landfall has started just south of 1 hour before, just south of Kakinada, at a Godavari river mouth. Godavari river mouth, Godavari has 2 branches in that area. So between those 2 branches, a lot of low-lying areas, several habitations, and lot of aquaculture ponds, agriculture fields, rice fields are there. And while it enters inland, another 2 hours, it will center will cross. Whole of the cyclone will make the landfall and move towards South Orissa and then to uh, Chhattisgarh towards Raipur. Till that time, it will be tomorrow, maybe 10 o'clock or so. All through the night, strong winds, at least 40 to 70 kilometers. Now it is about 90 to 100 kilometers. At least throughout the night, all these areas up to Raipur, South Orissa, and coastal Andhra Pradesh, inland segment of coastal Andhra Pradesh, north coastal Andhra Pradesh will experience very rough weather and lot of damage to power distribution system. Already several districts are out of power for last 3 hours. So a lot of damage will be there. Loss of life is totally avoided.
Right.
I so it will not be there.
Fair enough. That's as far as Cyclone Monta is concerned. Let's then talk about Hurricane Melissa. Some experts are calling it the storm of the century.
Yeah, that is the first cyclone after so many decades crossing Jamaica, and it is going to be a strongest cyclone, at least hitting Jamaica. Most of the cyclones pass through, go to the Mexican Gulf, and to go to Texas, etc., and to Hawaii, to Miami, and that's how the damage would be on the east coast of United States. But this time, it is since it is cutting across the Caribbean islands, so damage is going to be much more. It is a tourist area, and warning has been there about this at least 5 days before. Warning has been there. Safety related actions definitely must have been taken place. Very, very strong cyclone risk management mitigation procedures are there in Caribbean islands and across the United States.
All right. The only other thing I'm going to ask is talk to us in terms of both of these, be it Cyclone Monta or Hurricane Melissa. Tell us in terms of the changing overall climatic patterns across the world. How much are they contributing to these, be it Cyclone Monta or Hurricane Melissa being stronger and more devastating than they would have been usually?
Actually, in terms of strength, maybe it is two categories higher. Cyclone Melissa is much more stronger cyclone, at least two categories higher. This is our Monta is only severe cyclonic storm. That 175 miles per hour is almost a super cyclone sort of strength. Since it is not a land area, only small island is there, and it will cross. That small island, only that couple of hours area till that Melissa system crosses, that Jamaican island will experience rough weather, and damage will be very high. Once it will move north of it, it will touch the United States east coast, and then damage will be much more there. But compared to that, our category of the system is two categories lower than that. It is not a super cyclone category, it is two categories lower than that. And damage will be more here because of the low-lying area where the landfall is taking place. It is a river delta, Godavari river delta, and a low-lying area between the two branches of Godavari, and very, very fertile land. Three crops of rice cultivation takes place. A lot of coconut and banana plantations are there. Aquaculture plants are there. Floriculture activities goes on. Very, very rich belt of agriculture in Andhra
Right.
Pradesh. Lot of damage will be there.
A lot of damage will be there. We'll leave it at that. Dr. KJ Ramesh, former DG of IMD. Thank you for taking time out to be with us here.